BOOKMAS Day 6. The dog is a paid actor. I've been obsessed with the we listen and we don't judge trend on TikTok lately, and I thought it would be fun if I did a version for YouTube. If you haven't seen what this trend is, it is where you list things that can be slightly controversial in the book community, but you are not allowed to judge because we are a judge-free zone over here. Let's get into some of the things I don't want you to judge me about, but you probably will. We listen and we don't judge. Buying books is a hobby, and I think you should invest in that hobby. We listen and we don't judge. I will never listen to an audiobook on normal speed. I don't even know why that exists or why they think I want someone to slowly read something to me, but it's just not happening. We listen and we don't judge. I let my books lapse on Libby probably more than should be deemed necessary. We listen and we don't judge. I have over 200 books on my physical TBR, and I still find myself picking books that aren't even here to read next. Send help. Listen and we don't judge. I am constantly reading multiple books at one time. More than likely, there's about 5 or 6 books that I'm reading at a time. We listen and we don't judge. I despise hardcovers, loathe hardcovers, completely wish they did not exist. I don't know why they exist. I don't enjoy them. I don't enjoy holding them. I don't enjoy reading them. I don't even want to look at them on my shelves. I just wish it wasn't a thing. We listen and we don't judge. Going along with the hardcovers, I will buy a hardcover book because I want to read it right away, even though I despise it, and still wind up getting the paperback later. We listen and we don't judge. I have multiple copies of the same book in different formats because what if, okay, hear me out. What if I am driving? I can listen to the audiobook. But what if I'm reading at night and my book light dies? So I have the Kindle digital book. And then I have the physical for any other scenario. I think it's genius. We listen and we don't judge. I read a lot of the times for fun, for the vibes, for the moment. And I rated a lot of books 5 stars where a week later I probably could not tell you the name of the characters or the author. We listen and we don't judge, Linda. We listen and we don't judge. I sometimes skim to the end of a chapter or even sometimes the end of the book just to see how it ends because I'm nervous about how a certain character is being portrayed in the moment. We listen and we don't judge. We listen and we don't judge. I'm a spine cracker. We listen and we don't judge. If you don't put a name pronunciation guide in the first book and I've been pronouncing that person's name a certain way and then you decide to give me the pronunciation of that name later, I am still going to pronounce it the way that I have come to pronounce it. We listen and we don't judge. I think novellas are pointless. I don't see the point in them. I don't feel like they add anything to the story. I don't feel like they add any meaning or purpose. Maybe I haven't read the right novella yet, but I honestly don't see the point in them. We listen and we don't judge. My rating on books changes all the time. I could rate a book 5 stars and then think about it later down the line and give it 4, or vice versa. I could rate a book a 2 and then at a certain point in my life think back to that book and go, wow, that's probably a 4 now. I don't think rating should be a solidified thing because you change your opinions and your moods all the time, and sometimes I think you just read a book at the wrong time. We listen and we don't judge. Tamlin was misunderstood. I'm gonna leave that there. We listen and we don't judge. Sometimes I prefer spice over plot. I just want to read for the vibes in the couple. I don't care about the story at all. We listen and we don't judge. Last one, so I don't have to sleep with one eye open tonight. I DNF at certain words or terms because they skeeve me out. A prime example of this is milk me. If a man says milk me, I'm gonna move on to the next book. Oh my god, that was so lame. Oh my god. We listen and we don't judge any of that. So those were all my we listen and we don't judge. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know it was a shorter video, but I had a lot of fun coming up with things I do that I didn't realize could be controversial. So leave a comment down below of something that you do that could be controversial, or if you agree or disagree with anything that I've said. I will see you guys in Bookmas Day 7. Bye!